Hi, welcome to Make It Funny, where I take your suggestions and I make them funny. If you'd like to leave a suggestion, put it in the comments. I'll make it funny. Today's suggestion comes from, hey, shocking, nobody. It comes from me, David Dravnak, whose suggestion is Truth Serum. I think that police detectives should slip Truth Serum into the drinks during the interrogation. Because you know how they get somebody in the interrogation room and always they say to the person who's potentially guilty, hey, would you like a drink? You want me to go out and get you a coffee or get you a Coke or something, or maybe a cookie or something? And it's meant to, the detective is trying to pretend like he's your pal, he's your buddy, but he's really not. He's trying to get you to confess to the murder, but, you're a murderer, so he thinks that you're stupid, so he's going to try and trick you by offering you a drink. But I say, why don't we cut out all the shenanigans, just go out in the hallway, grab the drink, and put some Truth Serum in there. I think it's called isopropyl or something. I don't know what the scientific term for it is, but Truth Serum. I'm sure you could get it at the local Walgreens next to the CDLs or the CDCs or the CHTs or whatever the hell you... Well, yeah, you can get your CDL at Walgreens. It turns out most truck drivers, that's what they do. Because if you've seen people who drive trucks, yeah. Anyway, go out in the hallway, put a little Truth Serum in there, and then serve it to the person you're interrogating, and then they'll spill the beans. Because the thing about Truth Serum is it's not magic. What it does is it basically shuts down the part of your brain that knows better. It's the same as alcohol. I'm sure they both come from the same family of chemicals, if I knew anything about chemistry. But yeah, it just shuts that part of your brain that says, oh, maybe you shouldn't do that. Like, I bet you Roseanne shouldn't have said that she was on that sleep stuff. She should have just said, I took a bottle of Truth Serum. Because what it does is it just makes you make bad decisions like drinking. If I was on Truth Serum, or if I woke up the next morning and I'd blown my phone up because I was texting some girl that I vowed that I really wasn't going to talk to ever again because every time we do, something weird happens. If I woke up and I saw my phone was blown up with text, I'd go, oh yeah, because I took a bottle of Truth Serum and I just didn't know better. So it's not like it's magic. You slip a little Truth Serum in there, and then before you know it, the guy's like, oh, thanks, this is the best cup of coffee I've ever had. And also, yes, I did murder Mally. Yeah, I murdered her because her name is Mally. Why am I telling you this? Oh no, the part of my brain that usually is good at deception is now suddenly not so great. Also, your tie is stupid. And who you fooling with that comb over? Let's spike the coffee at work with some Truth Serum. That would at least make things interesting. Because as much as we all like to pretend that we get along at work, and as much as many HR videos they force us to watch that try and create an environment that's like a utopia, we all know the truth. There's always people at work you don't like. It's true. Or not even maybe you don't like them, but maybe they're off-putting, or you just don't find things in common. But you throw a little Truth Serum into the old coffee, and now things get interesting. I don't know what would happen, but it would be interesting. Maybe instead of everybody during downtime at their jobs staring at their phones 24/7, maybe they'd be a little more excited about what's happening around them because, oh boy, the Truth Serum is kicked in and things are being said.